Imagine being humiliated in front of an entire crowd by a world-famous boxer, just for laughs. Now picture that same boxer crawling on the floor, begging for mercy from the very girl he tried to embarrass. This isn't just a story, it's a jaw-dropping tale of strength, revenge, and a twist no one saw coming. Stick around, because what happens at the end will leave you absolutely speechless. If stories of unexpected triumph, poetic justice, and power rising from pain give you chills, smash that subscribe button now. Because this one's going the other way, and the crowd inside the arena was electric, the lights blinding, the cheers thunderous, but none of it was for her. No one even knew her name. They all came for him, Axel the Viper Von, undefeated, rich, ruthless, arrogant to his core. Known for knocking out opponents in seconds and mocking them as they fell, he was America's golden boy in the boxing world. He had endorsements, supermodels, and millions of fans who cheered for his cruelty just as much as his skill. But none of them knew what was about to go down when he pointed at the small, quiet girl standing backstage with her father's old gym towel clutched in her trembling hands. Her name was Zuri Banks, just 18, a mechanic's daughter. No entourage, no gloves. Just raw fire in her blood and secrets hidden deep beneath her silence. Axel had spotted her earlier when he visited the rundown gym her uncle ran. Iron Pit, a place where broken men trained in broken rings. He mocked the place, spat on the mats, and laughed at Zuri as she wiped down sweat-soaked benches. "You want to fight too, baby girl?" he had smirked. "Want to show me those mechanic muscles?" Everyone laughed. But Zuri just looked at him and said nothing. And that silence, it pissed him off. So at the charity exhibition match later that weekend, Axel stunned the audience by grabbing the mic and calling her out live, on camera. "Let's have some fun," he grinned. "I'm bored with real fighters. Let's see if the little grease girl can throw a punch." The crowd roared with laughter. Zuri froze. But her uncle, jaw clenched, nodded once. And she stepped into the ring, no gloves, no warm-up. Just her history, and a past no one could guess. Axel danced around her, faking punches, laughing. Like a bully in a schoolyard, he taunted her. "Come on, sweetheart, hit me, or cry. Either way, I'll give the crowd a show." But what happened next silenced the entire stadium. Axel threw the first real punch, fast and mean, but it never landed. Zuri ducked with a fluid grace that didn't match her background. Her movement was too precise, too trained. She moved like water, no panic, no flinching, just laser focus. The crowd didn't notice it at first, but a few sharp eyes in the front row gasped. An older man leaned to his son and whispered, "That's jujitsu." "No, wait. That's mixed forms. Where did she learn that?" Axel tried again, this time angrier, faster. But Zuri countered with a sweep of her leg that had him on the ground before he even realized he was falling. The crowd laughed, thinking it was a fluke. He got up, furious, lunged, and she pivoted, grabbed his wrist mid-swing, and twisted. The sound of his shoulder popping echoed through the ring. Silence, absolute silence. Zuri backed away, hands up, saying nothing. Axel's face turned red with shame and pain. "You think this is a game?" he growled, holding his shoulder. He came at her with a dirty move, an elbow meant to knock her out cold. But this time, Zuri didn't hold back. She ducked under, rose with a spin, and landed a strike to his jaw that sent him staggering back. It wasn't just her strength, it was the precision, the control, the deadly calm in her eyes. Like she'd done this 1,000 times before, she had. Just not in a ring. What no one knew, what even her uncle barely spoke about, was that Zuri's father was once part of an underground martial arts syndicate. A brutal, covert world where fighters didn't just win, they survived. Before he disappeared, he trained Zuri in secret, in shadows, away from the violence he once knew. She had buried it all until this moment, until now. Axel tried again, Harder, dirtier, but each move he made only exposed how little he knew about real fighting. Zuri read him like a book. And soon, the crowd wasn't laughing anymore. They were watching, mesmerized. Whispers turned to awe. Who was this girl? Axel's rage turned feral. Embarrassed in front of cameras, fans, and his sponsors, he rushed her like a madman, all skill forgotten. Zuri dodged, spun, and swept his legs with a move so swift, the cameras barely caught it. He hit the canvas hard, and this time he didn't get up. His corner team scrambled in, medics rushed, and Zuri? She just walked away, unshaken, leaving behind a broken ego and a shattered narrative. Social media exploded. Clips of the fight went viral. Grease girl destroys champion. Axel humiliated by mechanic's daughter, Zuri Banks. Who is she? The world wanted to know. Reporters camped outside her uncle's gym. Endorsement offers poured in. But Zuri didn't care about fame. She didn't fight for glory. She fought because a bully dragged her into the light. And because, for the first time in years, the fire her father once lit in her had burned its way back. Axel disappeared from the scene for weeks. Rumors swirled his sponsors dropped him, his ego bruised beyond repair. Some said he tried to sue. Others said he checked into a retreat to rediscover his soul. But Zuri? She trained. Quietly, relentlessly. She accepted one interview a raw, emotional sit-down where she spoke about her late father, the legacy of hidden warriors, and how the world still underestimated black girls who didn't fit their mold. They expect us to be background noise, she said, until we become the whole symphony. Months later, Zuri returned to the public eye, this time by invitation. A top-level international fighting tournament, invitation only, secretive, and brutal. And guess who else showed up, bruised pride and all? Axel Vaughn, rebranded, humbled, but clearly still haunted. They stood face to face again, this time with mutual respect hanging heavy in the air. He nodded. She nodded back. And the bell rang. But this fight wasn't about humiliation. It was about evolution. Axel fought better, smarter. But Zuri? She was untouchable. Not because she was stronger, but because she fought without needing to prove anything. She won again, clean, brutal, honest. And this time, Axel extended his hand. She shook it. The crowd exploded. The world had found a new icon. Not just of strength, but of story, of survival, of silent storms that turn into legends. Zuri used her platform to open schools for self-defense in inner-city neighborhoods. She became a symbol not just for underdogs, but for all the girls told to stay in the shadows. And that first video, the one of her flipping Axel like a rag doll, still circled online, with millions of views and one caption that said it all: never underestimate a quiet girl with fire in her blood. So if you ever feel like the world's mocking you, forcing you into the ring to laugh at your pain, remember Zuri, and remember the unthinkable isn't just possible. It's waiting.